I finally filmed my makeup tutorial. I've literally had so many questions on absolutely every platform. It's become a joke. I've been bullied into doing this video. So many people want to know how I done my makeup, so I finally filmed that for you. This may be a lot of makeup for some people, but this is how much I feel comfortable in. I personally like my makeup this way, so if you don't like my makeup, don't comment. I really don't care. It's on my face, it's not yours. I don't wear makeup every single day, but majority of the days I do for like filming and work and stuff. But if you want to see how I do this everyday makeup, then keep on watching. This is my third time filming this. They say third time's a charm. I've had so many issues with filming and this video. I'm just gonna get straight into it. We're going to go in depth of what I do with my makeup. Right, first step I do, moisturise my face. I've just got too much and now I don't know where to put it. You can literally use any. I also use the simple one as well. I forgot to mention my very first step. I'll either wash my face or wipe my face with a baby wipe, but I've already done it prior to this video. Another little tip, I like to keep the moisturiser out of my eyebrows because I feel like too much product build-up can really mess up my eyebrow routine. So once I've done, I just like to wipe over them and make sure there's none in there. I'm just going to wait for that moisturiser to sink in my skin before I do this step. Got to be glue. I've used this for years now. I absolutely love it. It's the only thing I'll use on my eyebrows. Grab a little spoolie. These are like the furry ones, not the plastic ones. I get these in a 50 pack on Shein. Put a bit on there and then I brush it through my eyebrow hairs like this. Now you need to really make sure you get every little brow hair. I'm just brushing them upwards, by the way. It's going to look crazy, but once you're done with the eyebrows, it comes together, okay? And then I leave that to go a little bit tacky before I carry on. So as they're drying, I will continue to go back and forth between each eyebrow just to speed up that process. I recently got this little fan. Now, this is the best thing I ever invested in my life. Do this so it makes them go a bit tacky. I'm just going to go back through them to make sure they're all pushed up like this. Then I'm just going to grab my finger and push them against my skin. Now I'm going to keep going back and forth. There is a lot of going back and forth in my eyebrow routine. As you can see, like I fully just push them against the skin like that. I basically repeat the brushing up and pushing against my skin process until they are fully stuck and they don't move. Once that's done, I just leave them to dry. I wait about 15 minutes. If you're in a rush, you can skip that, but I just want to make sure the product is fully dry so they don't budge all day. Right, so now they feel dry. I'm just going to grab a baby wipe. Honestly, baby wipes are your best friend when you're doing makeup. So I just rub the front of them to get any product out of the front. Go along the bottom. I'm not touching the hairs, I'm just touching the skin because I want to remove all the glue build up from under or around the brows because it will go crusty and look disgusting. Then I'm going to grab like a little corner like that and brush along the top to shape the hairs so they're not all sticking up like that. Can you see the difference with that? To that eyebrow? I should have pre-warned you, my makeup is crusty, dirty, not cute. I'm not a makeup person, I am a fashion person. This is why my makeup looks like this. This is my Weleda cream. I live, breathe and die Weleda cream. It's cut because it ran out and I knew there was more in there, which there is. So I've got this little lip gloss applicator in there. I've got a little bit left, so I'm gonna scrape it out. I think after using it this time, I'm going to open a new one. If you have any foundation that you find too dry or you have really dry skin, this is an amazing product. Right, I think that should be enough. I absolutely love it. I feel like I'm going to say that about literally all my products in this video. I'm going to leave this to soak in my skin for like 5-10 minutes. Again, unnecessary for some, but I like my products to sink into my skin. I'm just going to wet my sponge as well, my little Real Techniques sponge, and clean it because it is very dirty. So I'll be back. I grabbed 2 of my P. Louise bases. This is in shade 2 and 4. I just mix them together just because I feel like I don't have my correct shade. I then grab this Doll Beauty brush. This is DB11. And then I just carve out my eyebrows. Sorry if my mirror is really annoying, by the way. I don't normally film makeup videos. I find with the P. Louise base, it's best to tap the product in. And then with any excess, I just cover up any scarring I've got on my face from like old spots. Tap in that with a sponge to get rid of the brush marks. Most times I use this Revolution palette. This is just the Ultimate Nudes one for like the brownie colours. Although the other day I used the Jordana Tisha little bronzer thing, duo, with a cream contour under. This is really good, by the way, in Fiji Fling. I used this all over my eyes the other day and I really liked it. I just love the tone of it. Stamp on and then I just blend it in. I'm very messy with it. That's it all over my lid, and then I just grab a dark brown colour from here. You can use absolutely any. I don't really do my wing too neat. I'm not bothered if it's symmetrical or not. I kind of just whack it on there. Literally took me 2 minutes, and then I grabbed the baby wipe from earlier and just wipe away any excess that's fallen, and then I clean up the shadow here. This is so annoying, but my foundation is actually high end. It looks really dark, by the way, but I promise I lighten it. You would have saw me at the start. I was not as dark as this foundation, I promise. I love the NARS foundation. It just is so good. If you was to buy any high end, this is the one. This is in shade Tahoe, I think. I don't know. NARS Radiant, love that. But a dupe I've recently found, and for colour wise, this is just a bit more orange. The Rimmel 25 Hour. I recently got this and I tried it and I think it's very similar to this. So if you want a cheaper alternative, this is this. This is in shade Latte. You only need about 2 pumps of this. I just dab it all over my face. I find it much better to apply it to your hand and then with your fingers like this than if you was to apply it directly to a brush, because the brush will just soak up the product. Then I just use this brush, it's just from Skinny Dip. Any flat, like dense, without hair preferably, dense brush like this, and just stipple it on like this. If you stipple, you're not disturbing the foundation, you're keeping it in place and keeping the coverage. I find the Weleda cream does sheer out my foundations a little bit, because without it, this foundation is more full coverage, but you can still see like my moles and my freckles a bit, but it still does cover. But the Weleda cream just makes anything look beautiful. It stops your makeup from looking cakey. Just tapping over my face with a sponge just to make sure there's no marks. Annoyingly, I am one of them people that does like to switch between products a lot, but I will show you my alternatives. I actually use 2 concealers in different shades. I'll start off with a shade that will match my foundation, and then I go one like a few shades lighter to add brightness. But I find if I just go in with the bright one, it can look quite grey. But if you start off with one that will match, it adds a base. I don't know how to explain it, it just works for me. So I toss between the MUA concealer and the Primark one, both very affordable, under £5, 170 in this one and toffee in this one. I'm going to use the MUA one because I've been liking this a bit more. It's just under the eyes, as you can see. It's like a very similar shade. I'll get the brush from earlier that I done my eyebrows with, go against that liner. I then grab this Real Techniques brush. This comes in a brush set, but I think they now sell it by itself. Literally the best. Again, I'm tapping the concealer. I'm not brushing or anything like that because it will disturb all the stuff around. I'm a bit messy with this one just because obviously I'm adding one on top, but it's just like a base layer. Again, picking up the sponge. I will just continue to pick up the sponge until my makeup is done. Now for contour, this is one thing I don't change up. Primark contour stick. We all love it. Another Real Techniques brush. I really love Real Techniques brushes. I think they're one of the best. This is the Expert Face brush. I get my contour stick. This is in Chai. I just swipe it a couple times. You don't need a lot. And then tap it in again. As you can see, just kind of go in circles. Again, I do this quite messy because I like fix it all up later. Go along my temples, whole of my forehead like that. And then I slightly bring it to the middle, but I don't. I just avoid that middle bit. Now for the brightening concealer, I go between 2 affordable and not so affordable. Got the Holly Boon concealer. This is in SF 1.5W. That is a mouthful. Very good concealer, good price, very full coverage. For photos and like filming and stuff, I wear this one because I find it just photographs beautifully. This is the Kevyn Kwan in SX03. Because I'm filming, it's only fitting to use this one. Now this is more on the pricey side. I'm just gonna grab a little flat brush like this. You only need a little bit. This is more on the pricey side, but it's honestly so worth it because you get so much product in there. And it's so creamy, you don't need a lot. So it looks like I'm putting a lot, but it's because it just keeps spreading. I'm going to put some up here just to lighten up all of my face like this. Going back in with the same brush as earlier. Can you just see how beautiful it is? It's so nice. I also really drag it up here because it just like lifts the face. I then grab whatever's excess and do it along here just to lighten up the sides a bit and shape it up as well, because obviously lost its shape a bit. And of course, what's she going to do? She's going to go back in with the sponge. Blend it all together so we have no harsh lines. Can you see like how just smooth and seamless my face is looking? Like these products are just amazing. I feel a bit bad showing this blusher because I'm pretty sure it's been discontinued. Flower Beauty. I love Flower Beauty's products. They're so good, but no one speaks about them. And I really hope this has not been discontinued because I swear to God, this is a dupe of the Dior blush. You know, the one that's gone viral? It's a dupe for that. I also swapped between the Made by Mitchell blush in Sweet Cheeks. Who doesn't? This is in Bubbly, by the way. The consistency is different. So this one's thicker and like creamy, and this is more like liquidy. This is sheerer, this is more opaque, but I'm feeling like cutesy today. So I'm just going to go for my Flower Beauty. You don't need much of this at all. Like a lot comes out and it goes a long way. But you might just want to add 2 layers. My middle finger and dab it on like that. Such a cute colour, like it's so light, it just looks great. The different side of it, so like the more curved side, and tap it in. But it just adds a little something, and that's what I want. I don't want too much. Laura Mercier powder. If you're an OG, you know that I used to use this all the time. It's such a good powder. It's so blurring, melts into the face, and lasts so long. I do not get shiny with it at all. I'm not an oily person, but obviously I've got this shiny base on. Grab the other side and just tap some into the lid, and then, you know, from there. I'm also just going to tap under my eyes. I'm not baking, I'm pushing it into the skin. Like that. My sponge is damp, and I'm just pushing it into the skin like that. I feel like that's what adds the blurring effect of kind of like an in-life feel. So like once I'm done, you'll be able to see I put this powder all over my face. I feel like this technique is amazing for obviously hot weather, but if you are oily, pressing the powder into the skin instead of sitting it on top, it just works. This is what I was talking about when I said my makeup is disgusting. Look at that. It's all broken in there, by the way. Collection bronzer in 1 Terracotta. Little doll beauty brush. Yeah, stay. Just where I applied my cream contour. And I just do circle motions. Again, not doing this. I'm doing circles to buff the product and like disperse it instead of keep it in one concentrated place. I'm dispersing it. I also go along my chin. Slowly working it into the centre, but not really putting it there, just so it's all blended. Now for nose contour, the part I hate. Little thin fluffy brush. Little bit of product in between your eyebrows, like here. Like in that little crevice. And I'm just following the bone of my nose. So going along the sides and down like this. I'm not very good at nose contour, so I just go across the middle like this to create a little button, like a little button nose, and then along the bottom as well, just to create an illusion. It might be harsh for some people. That's just how I like it, because you need like the defined line for it to look like a bit of a button nose. Now for our last base step, I think. Yeah. Blusher. This is Flower Beauty. Again, I don't know if it's discontinued, in Wild Rose. Is that Wild Rose? Yes, it is. Little brush from Shein. Look at this colour. Like, that is a dupe for the Dior. Please. Or the Kylie one. Anyway, just gonna kind of like, I brush it, but like pull away. If you can see what I'm doing, like I'm just lightly stamping it, but not in a concentrated like area. Just kind of like stamping it like that. And that's my face done. Now to set this face in place and make it last all day. Revolution Infinite Setting Spray. So, so good. Use this in 36-degree heat with this powder technique. Amazing. Spray a bit. Fan it. Then I'll do it again. And then just continue to fan it. Face is basically dry. I'm just going to wipe the product from my eyebrows, because while doing all these steps, you get a bit of like foundation and stuff in them. Then for brows, I used to use my Revolution Pro. I still use that. I've recently been using this Rimmel one. This is in soft brown. It's just a bit of a lighter shade. And I just fill in any gaps where I haven't got hair, like that. My eyebrows really don't take me that long. Now for lashes, I use the Claudia Kilsby lashes in CK2, and then I use my Duo Lash Glue. This is the quick step one. This is the best. Lashes last all day. It's absolutely amazing. I put a little bit on the lash and then I wait for it to go tacky and then I stick it on. And while I'm waiting for them to dry, lip liner is Primark Foxy Nude. Very well used. And I use this all over my lips. I get a little brush just to kind of like blend and sheer out the product a bit. Guys, I almost forgot. I actually do put mascara on. This is just collection mascara. I use any. Just so my lashes blend with the fake ones. I don't know how I almost forgot that step. Oh my god, guys, I keep forgetting steps. Also, sometimes if I want a brighter under eye, which clearly didn't want today because, you know, I didn't do it. I used the Maybelline Fit Me powder in 105, a little puff. This is just from Amazon. I've got in a pack of like 12. I just pack that under the eyes like that just to brighten. And then I'll just blend it in a bit because obviously it looks a bit crazy. Now I'm going to stick my lashes on and then we're going to be done. I promise. If you liked this makeup tutorial, please give a like. Make sure you subscribe to my videos. If you have any video suggestions, make sure to leave them below and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.